Hello and welcome to the Hot Dog and Handshake Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, Jayden Ginswider. Joining me here at Sound Peak Audio and Design in Topeka, Kansas is my co-host, Shane Price. Shane, how you doing this week?
I'm ready to get back to my apartment to play NCAA 25. I'll be real, but
All right.
I'm ready to be here.
And Jolka, how you doing this week?
Great. I'm ready for this draft.
All right. We are doing a
no.
special draft episode, which we will get to in a bit. But first, I have a call number question for you guys. Something I thought about this week. If the WWE had a logo like the NBA and MLB, who would be the silhouette in the logo?
Hogan?
See,
Cena?
that's what I originally thought. But is Hogan a real recognizable silhouette?
Yeah.
Think so? Or
80s Hogan, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if it's just whited out, would he just look like a big guy?
Well, no, if it's like the
Okay.
muscle pose, yeah.
Okay, I was thinking Macho Man.
I was thinking Macho Man would be great too with the
'Cause
tassels.
with the hat and the tassels, I think it'd be in like, yeah. I
Also,
don't know.
if you outline it, I guess the Cena would work with the "You Can't
With the
See
hand,
Me."
yeah, or with him throwing up the two,
Yeah.
kind of the three things, or I don't know. I just thought it'd be kind of an interesting idea if they had a logo like that.
I
just
think they'd have a few of them
Or-
on there, like their Mount Rushmore.
Who is the Jerry West of WWE?
Tito Santana.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who is the Jerry West of Jerry West?
That's the guy in the NBA logo. He was a point guard for the
Okay.
Lakers.
That's why I don't know.
Way back in like the Bill Russell Celtics era, he was the point guard of the Lakers, and he's the logo of the
Just
MLB,
the
or the
60s,
NBA.
so just a little before you.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Shane.
All right. Since we are doing our draft, we're gonna kind of skip the outside the ring news segment, except for something that'll be a recurring segment in the next few weeks. We are starting the G1 Climax this week. And Shane and I have decided that we are going to pick a guy, we're going to follow him and root for him like we're watching a football season, basically. So, Shane, this week, Yoda Tsuji is your guy. You have a match against Konosuke Takeshita on Saturday, and in the main event of Sunday's show, you have David Finlay. So what are you feeling with Tsuji here?
I think he got a good chance at beating Finlay.
Okay.
I know that first match is tough, but you know what I think? 0-1, get that loss out of the way, finish it undefeated. There you go.
You say that, but kind of the quirk of this opening weekend is we have back-to-back days. From
Right.
here on out, there's at least 2 days between shows, so having to wrestle Takeshita and immediately turn around and face David Finlay, the global champion, might be pretty rough.
I can see that.
And over here, I'm pulling for Zack Sabre Jr. this year. We got Great Khan on Saturday and Tetsuya Naito, the heavyweight champion, on Sunday. For me, I think the real key for Zack is to beat Great Khan quick on Saturday. Don't waste a lot of energy because you're going to a match on Sunday with the world champion, and that could be a long one. So hopefully he can beat Great Khan quick. I'm also worried that maybe he walks in with a little too much confidence and slips up and loses to Great Khan in the first match, but we'll see how that goes. On TV news here, we have on Dynamite, we crowned the winners of the Owen Hart Cup. First, Bryan Danielson defeats Hangman Page. What do you guys think of that decision?
I think it was the right one. I wanted a tie, but I can see this being the right decision.
Bryan Danielson winning that is definitely the right decision.
Yeah, I think it's good for the tournament because now for the rest of the history of this tournament, when they're talking about it, Excalibur can say such winners as Bryan Danielson, right? And that's just like a huge guy to be right there.
Could you imagine if
That's
this was just a segue for a program with Jeff Jarrett and Bryan Danielson?
I'd kind of be into it.
I'll be real. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
And then after that, after Hangman's loss, we saw Swerve join Team AEW for Blood and Guts, which I think is in 2 weeks. And then Hangman joins the Elite because of Swerve. I called this last week that this exact turn of events would happen. Swerve would join Team AEW first. It's just him and Mark Briscoe so far. And then Hangman would join the Elite in response to Swerve. Excited for Blood and Guts, though. It's really exciting. It's War Games for AEW.
Oh, okay.
They just can't call it War Games because of the Copyright.
War Games is my favorite type of match.
Oh, it's so fun.
You'll like this then for sure.
Yeah, and then in the Women's Owen Hart Cup final, we had Mariah May win in what was a great match, honestly. Better than I expected out of Mariah May and Willow Nightingale. I expected a good match, but it was really, really good. And then immediately turned on Toni Storm. Did you guys think it was the right decision to immediately have the turn?
Yes.
Or would you have played it out a little more?
Immediately.
I don't know enough on this subject to give a proper answer on that without.
So Shane, you think it was? I think it was the right idea too. But there was a lot of talk this week about, should they have, played this out? But I feel like they've been kind of teasing it this whole time, and that was kind of a big part of the Mina Shirakawa story. Did you watch Monday Night Raw this week?
Oh yeah.
All right. First, before we get into the good stuff, I have a gripe. Right, Damian Priest throwing out the gentleman's agreement and telling Seth that after SummerSlam he can have a shot at the title. Completely, why'd we even wrestle the match at Money in the Bank? Just completely negated the importance of that match for Seth Rollins. I know why he did it, but the stipulation should still stand. I don't know. What do you think?
I was thinking that because Seth Rollins didn't get pinned or submit, that he shouldn't have to uphold it, but he was still going to uphold it, which was good on his end.
Yeah, it would be the valiant thing for him to do, and it would give Seth Rollins more reason to be mad at CM Punk.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
It builds into that. I don't know. We had another Bo Dallas talking to Uncle Howdy VHS tape situation, but then this time, afterwards, we actually see Bo Dallas appear in Adam Pearce's office.
As Bo Dallas.
As Bo Dallas, not as Uncle Howdy. So, what do we think this means? What do we think he wanted to talk to Adam Pearce about?
I don't know. I don't know where you're going to go with this.
Yeah, ultimately, what should be the goal of the Wyatt Six?
I'm not sure what the goal of the Wyatt Six is yet. That's still a hard one to predict.
Mm-hmm.
But I see Bo Dallas wrestling as Uncle Howdy and Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
I think he'll be transitioning back and forth between them.
Yeah, I see it kind of like Finn and the Demon, but a little bit more often switching.
And I'm starting to think, his name escapes me. He used to wear the shirt that says, "I got kids."
Heath Slater.
Heath Slater. I think he might be one of the names in there, too. Because they keep talking about the forgotten. The people that were never really looked at too much.
That would be an interesting name.
That is interesting, yeah.
I like that, yeah. And then the biggest thing that happened on Raw was Rhea Ripley returning at the end of the show, catching Dom and Liv Morgan. What do you guys think of Ripley's return?
I think it was out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I would have went with it on a Raw. It feels like a pay-per-view kind of thing.
You think they should have saved it for SummerSlam?
Money in the Bank.
Or should have done it at Money in the Bank?
That's what I think.
What do you think?
I think it was a good way to bring up the first Monday Night Raw after Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
And when he tried to give a hug to Rhea Ripley, Dominic, this is going to be a great storyline to watch.
I'm already enjoying it.
What I like is Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, they're both kind of faces now.
Yeah.
And they're in a group that's mainly heel.
Well, because, we talked about this. I think one of our first episodes was right after Rhea Ripley got hurt. And we talked about this, how when she comes back, she was going to be the babyface to end all babyfaces. Just the ultimate, everybody's going to be behind her. And honestly, I think she came back a little early. Because I think we were talking on that one, and our thoughts of the situation was, she's definitely going to miss SummerSlam.
Right.
So, I don't know. Maybe she pulled a Cena and got a lot of extra rehab in there so she could get the injury back quickly. But, yeah. That's it for our TV, unless there's anything else you guys wanted to talk about from, Collision, NXT, SmackDown, any of that. Nope. All right. So we will move on to a concept I've come up with here. This is the Hot Dog and a Handshake company draft. So this is an idea I took from the Big Picture podcast, which is a movie podcast, but they were drafting a movie studio. So I was listening to that, an idea hit me, a little light bulb went off. Let's draft a wrestling company. So
is someone going to be writing down the...
I am.
Okay,
yes,
excellent.
I got this. I got a spreadsheet up here.
Send me the list because I actually want to run this TW for a like a month or two in game.
Okay, I will send it to you.
And I'll report back.
Okay. So we will, before we start, talking about our companies, I'll just explain what everything is. We're each going to come up with a fictional wrestling company. We'll have a name for it. We'll come up with a set of titles. We'll each have a world, a mid-card, tag, women's, and a wild card title. So that could be whatever you want. It could be another women's, another tag, trios, another mid-card, whatever you want that title to be. And then we will be drafting from a set of positions. Everybody will draft a booker. So the idea of this draft is we are, in this fictional world, we are the money behind the show. We are Ted Turner, right? We aren't actually booking the show.
Rashad Khan.
Yeah, we are. We are just putting it together, and we are bringing in the talent, right?
Right.
And then we'll each draft 5 men's wrestlers to be singles competitors. The booker, everybody has to be active, right? Just to put that out there. So it has to be an active booker. 5 men's wrestlers, 5 women's wrestlers, 5 tag teams. And the tag teams have to be actively wrestling as a tag team. You cannot draft Edge and Christian because they're still active wrestlers because they aren't currently teaming. And that's just kind of something that maybe if they do come back together and we do another one of these in the future, they'd be on the board.
This is stables too, right?
Yes, stables do count in that, but I mean, try to keep them kind of team-ish because, like, the Judgment Day is a stable, but Priest and Dom don't really participate in tag teaming.
And,
you know what I mean?
What if one of us drafts Priest or Dom and then comes up?
You could lose it. So if, for instance, like a tag team where there's a singles competitor in it, like for instance, like the New Day, right? If Shane drafts Kofi Kingston, I can't draft the New Day now unless I just want to draft. Should Big E be? I think Big E's been gone too long.
Yeah, he's been. I think he's an announcer now. If we're counting the New Day as Kofi and Woods, if he drafts Kofi, I can draft Woods as a singles competitor, but I cannot draft the tag team, the New Day. Perfect.
Part-timers, you can have a little fun with this. They don't have to currently be a part-timer. They just have to be currently wrestling in any regards. Celebrity, we will each draft a celebrity wrestler to be part of our promotion. They have to be at least sort of in the wrestling sphere, at least vocally, like even it's just at least be a fan of wrestling, right? You can't draft Leo DiCaprio, but you can draft Freddie Prinze Jr., even though he's never wrestled.
Carey.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, the first one.
We will draft a play-by-play commentator and a color commentator, a ring announcer, an on-screen authority figure, which is another one. They don't have to currently be an authority figure, but if it's someone who you think would be a good authority figure, put them in that role. 2 managers, a backstage interviewer, and a referee to be our head referee of our promotions. Let's start off with deciding our promotion names. So, Shane, what is the name you came up with?
I'm going to take it from my E-Fed. I'm going Shark Gear Wrestling.
Shark Gear Wrestling. What name did you come up with?
First Class Wrestling Alliance.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that.
First Class Wrestling Alliance. So the FCWA, SGW. I also took from the EFED I do Action Championship Wrestling will be mine. So title names, Shane, your world title is
The World's Finest.
SGW. Ooh, World's Finest. I like that. Okay. Your mid-card title.
The SGW.TV.
SGW.TV. Okay. Tag team titles.
That's just going to be the tag title.
Just tag team.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the women's title.
Queen of the Ring.
Okay. And your wild card.
The Deathmatch Championship.
Ooh, okay. So I kind of see where you might be going with some of your picks.
You might.
What's your world title going to be, Jolka?
Well, I'm going to have to change my original because I guess Global Championship has already been taken.
You can have the global title.
No, I got to be original in this. So I'm going to go with the FCWA Galactic Championship.
I like that.
Oh, I like that.
It reminds me of the Headbangers with their fake title. And like the today I like that.
Yeah.
All right. What is your mid-card title?
The mid-card title is the FCWA Streamline Championship.
Okay. What was the idea for Streamline?
Just
kind of you're on your way.
Yeah, you're
to the top.
You're going.
The tag team titles.
That would be the Women's Galactic Tag Team Championship.
Okay, so you're going with the women's tag title. I like that.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then your women's title, is that the Women's Galactic Championship, I can guess?
Yes.
Okay. And for your wild card title?
The FCWA Contenders Championship.
Ooh, okay. I like that. So you guys actually got a lot more creative than I did with my titles. I just have the ACW World Heavyweight Television World Tag Team World Women's, and I'm doing the ACW Pure Championship.
I like that.
I like that
technical
one.
wrestling. Because I mean, we can kind of talk about it. For me, I want to build a wrestling-based promotion. Like, it's about technical wrestling. It's about the graps. I don't know what you guys. Is there kind of any kind of thesis behind yours?
Have you ever seen Big Japan?
No, but I've heard enough about it from you to know.
It has a death match division and a strong style division, and I want to Americanize that.
Okay.
And kind of add in some like lucha ideas and some like sports entertainment ideas and some striking, some grappling as well.
Okay.
I want to sell out Madison Square Garden.
All right.
Fair.
So you're trying to be big entertainment. I like
Yes.
that. All right. So now I guess it is time to determine the draft order. It will be a snake draft. So whoever gets the third pick in the first round will get the first pick in the second round. And we will snake back and forth. I'm pulling up a list randomizer here.
As long as I'm not second, I'll be fine.
All right.
Second, you're sick.
Shane, I'm going to have you watch this to confirm that I'm not cheating. It's going to be the first randomize. It's going to go me, and then Jolka, and then Shane. I kind of didn't want the first pick, but I'll take it. I kind of wanted to be able to react off of what you guys did.
I was hoping I get the first overall pick. So you want to send in a trade request and get this?
Nah, we'll go with what it gave us.
That's fine.
Let's see, it was SGW. That's right. Okay, so I guess I did have a plan for this though. Since I have to go with the first pick off the board. Like I said, it's a wrestling-based promotion. I got to get a wrestler first. I'm going with the ring general. I'm going with Gunther for the first overall pick. I think he'd just be
pick.
a perfect
Great
top
pick.
heel to build my company around. Jolka, you have the second overall pick.
My pick is Roman Reigns.
Very good pick.
I'm going to be honest. I was kind of hoping I could draft him as a part-timer.
So did I.
But
But that's, you got him full time now. So
you got him full time. He's going to show up to work.
That's even
All
better.
right? No more movies, Roman.
No more movies. No more time off.
It's
you're
like
here.
Monopoly. I need to pass go now.
Yeah. All right,
right.
Shane, first overall pick.
Got 2 picks coming up right here.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to redo that one part. I got 2 picks coming up here. My first overall pick, the one who's getting the most of the money, Swerve Strickland.
I kind of really wanted him. All right, so we all go wrestlers with the first round. Shane, what do you got?
I'm going to double up on wrestlers here.
Okay.
Me, Cody Rhodes.
Whoa. Quick.
All right, that's off my list now.
Yeah, me too. All these guys were on my list. So, Jolka, you got your second pick here?
Well, I'm going to go with John Moxley.
Okay. I think it's potentially a pattern here with your first 2 picks.
Oh, that
Roman
one.
Reigns and John Moxley.
That one, I think he was on my board for my third pick.
So, I need a babyface to go against Gunther, and I think he's got to be a little bit smaller, little athletic. If that's going to be my kind of program, I'm going to go with the Billy Goat, Will Ospreay.
Okay.
I think I need him there, and then to start out my women's division, I'm going with Kairi Sane. I think she's the best women's wrestler on earth right now.
You'll never believe me, but she's not on my list.
Yeah. So I think, I'm going to Will Ospreay, and I'm drafting the first women's wrestler, going with Kairi Sane. Jolka, it's your pick.
Okay. I'm going to get a 2-for-1 in this one. I'm going to draft Uncle Howdy.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
that and Bo Dallas, doesn't he? Is that how that works?
Yeah. So he gets to use the double gimmick.
For Bo, that's a reach, but for Uncle Howdy, it's a good pick.
Right, yeah.
All right, Shane.
All right. I know this is how this is gonna go. Once one position goes, it starts to go in a little order.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna take it right away from you, Asuka.
Okay. All right. Yep. Shane gets Asuka, and then your fourth pick.
Give me Punk.
as a full-time or part-timer?
Full-time.
Because he'd be a good part-timer. All right.
I got my part-timer locked down. So
okay, Jolka.
I'm going to have to take her away from you guys, too. Rhea Ripley.
Dang it, dude. Kairi Sane and Rhea Ripley would have been an awesome pairing. Damn. Well, I guess before the rest of the women's division goes off the board, you did get me with Asuka, so I guess I'll have to go down the list and take Julia.
Oh!
Yes!
Shane's team's just falling apart.
Falling apart.
You got my...
And then... Here's the thing. I know I'm building a wrestling-based promotion, but storytelling is still very important. So I'm going to take Michael Cole before anybody else can.
That's a great pick.
Great that was my pick
Taking
too.
I think I can save mine, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right, Jolka.
Well, I'm going to try to spoil Shane's dreams a little more with going with the celebrity pick. Give me Bad Bunny.
That's fine.
Oh, that was mine.
Fine.
Oh, you got me.
You know what?
That was my number one.
He was on my board, but he's not my number one.
Yeah, he was my number one. All right, Shane.
All right. I'm going to go back to men's. I feel like a lot of my picks are going to be available later on. So I'm going to steal this guy from you. Ilya Dragunov.
You knew he was on my board.
I know your board. I don't know his board.
Yeah.
That's something that the challenge is a joke to me. I don't know your board. And I'm going to go way back to the women's. Asshole. And I'm going to take Sky Blue.
Sky Blue. She actually wasn't on my board. I think that's
fair.
That's an underrated pick, though. I think you can definitely. That's a future pick.
It is.
That is
she my
is going
stockpile.
to. Yeah, she's going to build you to the future. Jolka, your next pick.
Since there's only one on the board, I want to get my booker of Triple H.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Especially if you're trying to go entertainment, trying to go big business and sell out Madison Square Garden. That's a good pick. For me, I don't think you'll take the booker.
You might take mine, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably won't.
I think. You know what? I'm just gonna. I need a luchador in this company. I'm gonna take Mystico. I need a luchador. I gotta have that. That's in my that's the lifeblood of the wrestling fan that I am. And first tag team off the board. I'm gonna build towards my company's future. I'm taking the Creed brothers.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because I think they are going to be a great tag team and great single stars.
I like that.
At some point in the future. So, Jolka, your next pick.
I think I'm gonna follow you with actually no, I'm gonna go with managers because there's very few in between of managers. I want Paul Heyman.
The top, my man. Because you know what's great about Paul Heyman? You just have that mind in the building.
He's almost the only manager in WWE if you really think about it.
He is. Yeah, but he can help you book, develop talent. He's a good one. He's an all-rounder. Shane, your next pick.
Well, I had Heyman. I had plans of Heyman. I'll say that first. So I got two in a row. So I'm gonna jump back into the manager because that's gonna go fast. Give me Stokely Hathaway.
Oh, it's my number 2. All right.
And for my, I'm gonna go tag team just to secure them. FTR.
I was gonna try to pick them with my next pick, straight up. Before we move on, so I mean it could be somebody else, but out of who's already on your roster, Roman, Moxley, and Uncle Howdy, who are you putting Paul Heyman with? Keeping him with Roman?
Yeah, he's staying with Roman.
Staying with Roman. Out of Swerve, Cody, Ilya, Asuka, and Sky Blue. I guess you could have put him with Rhea Ripley too. Who would you put Stokely with so far on your roster?
So far,
you have Swerve, Cody, Asuka, CM Punk, Ilya, and Sky Blue.
I think the funniest would be Swerve.
Swerve? I think he would be a great manager for Cody.
No. CM Punk. Give me heel Stokely.
Honestly,
and heel Punk.
The problem with your roster right now is nobody needs a mouthpiece except for maybe, I guess, Asuka and Sky Blue, just because Asuka's English second language.
Right.
And Sky Blue's not really developed promo yet. But
see, that's my thing. My thing is that my team's not going to... My guys are not going to really need managers.
A lot of good promos on here.
Just got to have Stokely.
Yeah. All right, Jolka, your next pick.
Before anybody takes them, I'm going to do play-by-play. I'm going to take Tony Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone.
All right. That's fine. That's fine with me.
That is a solid pick.
Good pick. I didn't have him on my board.
Schiavone. I feel commentators coming off the board, so I'm just going to go ahead and put together my perfect pairing and get Nigel McGuinness to be my color commentator. And if I'm going to draft Nigel McGuinness, I'm going to take Bryan Danielson as a part-timer.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good pick.
So Jolka, your pick.
My color commentator is going to be Pat McAfee.
You know what's great about Pat McAfee is he also works as a slut. Like you can also have him wrestle.
Yeah, well, that's good news for me that my commentators will be my last picks now. So thank you for that.
Schiavone and Pat McAfee is a wild commentary combo.
Yeah, at some point they're not going to get along. It'll be like late WCW all over again.
All right, Shane, you got back-to-back picks here.
All right. I need to focus on teams that are going to be picked by you guys. Guys will be picked on you guys. So I got to think hard here.
You already took my favorite tag team in wrestling.
Sorry. Well, I think you're going to try to take mine. So I'm going to not this pick, next pick. This pick, I'm going to go back to the women's division. Give me Chris Statlander.
Oh, good pick. Powerhouse. I like that. All right. And then your second pick, I think by what you said, I think I already know.
House of Black.
Yeah.
All four of them, please.
House of Black. I think that counts because they kind of work mostly as a trio. Then get Julia Hart in there. I'll let that stand. All right, Jolka, your next pick.
Well, if we're going to do whole stables, I want the Blackpool Combat Club.
Oh, okay. Well, you would only get because I already drafted Danielson and you already drafted Moxley, so you're drafting Claudio and Wheeler.
Yeah,
with that pick.
That's
fair.
That's like that. That's
fair.
That's the power group, anyways.
That is the tag team of the group, really. Yeah.
Yeah, Ham and Swiss.
Yeah. Let's see. What do I have so far? This is where it gets tough.
See, with my rosters, I could just go at the end of all my guys who are going to be picked by you guys. That's the thing. I'm trying to think.
Mm-hmm. You know, I have some solid guys. You know what? I'm going to go with a tag team because I drafted the Creed brothers to be the future. I need the now of the division. I'm going to take the Young Bucks. And then I think I'm going to go back to the women's division, and I'm going to take Dakota Kai.
Okay.
I don't think she's been used to her full potential in WWE, and here in ACW, we're going to really push her to the moon.
I like that.
Well, I better take DIY for tag team before you guys do.
That was high on my list. Another one that's two great single stars if you need them.
Do you both have your part-timers?
I have my part-timer. He is not drafted a part-timer.
You kidding me? John Cena.
Well, you know, I mean, you only got him as part-timer for a year, but that's...
Well, this is...
Yeah.
How long are we going?
I have no idea. This is just...
That's the steal of the draft.
It's just a fun. Yeah, that might be. I mean, John Cena in the 11th round.
Close to the steal of the draft.
Oh, no. Okay.
He has an idea. All right, take your second pick here.
My second pick. Gable.
Ooh.
Chad Gable.
You got me on that one.
That is a guy who would have fit my promotion very well.
How many men's do I get?
I'll have all 5 of your men's wrestlers.
Oh, can I switch that? I didn't know I was on 5. Dang.
Do we let him take it back?
I'll let him take it back.
Let him take it back. All right, you can take it back.
All right. So
Chris Jericho.
I didn't know I was on 5. So give me Katsuhiko Nakajima.
Spell that one.
I'm just gonna guess.
That's fair.
And also, you could have taken him 26 in the round 26.
Right.
I know I could have, but I just felt like flexing it.
Neither one of us know who that is. Jolka, your next pick.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with my part-timer, the man who rock bottomed John Cena at WrestleMania, The Rock.
Nice. Dude, Rock and Roman in the same promotion. He is really trying to sell tickets.
he's trying to move. He's trying to move them seats.
Yeah. For me, I think you guys, man, the managers have been taken. I'll just continue building out my roster, and I'm gonna take Zack Sabre Jr. Just continue another technician, and then from the women's side, I think I'm gonna take honestly potentially the most underrated woman in wrestling right now, and that's Athena. And I think she might only be underrated because she's just stuck on Ring of Honor, but I think she'll be a great one for my promotion. All right, Jolka, your turn.
I'm taking my ring announcer, and that's going to be Samantha Irving.
Thought about taking her in the last one. All right. That's one where, like, you took Samantha Irving, and that, no offense to the other ring announcers out there right now, there's a drop-off.
Yeah,
a
little bit.
100%.
A little bit.
That's a one-person category. Shane, what do you got?
How many women's do I got?
You get 5. You currently have 3. You have Asuka, Sky Blue, and Statlander.
Okay, Azumi.
Okay. Another one that is not on my list and is certainly not on Joker's list.
Well, when I made this, she was at AEW going off, so
okay.
I had to make sure. And then, if she counts, if she doesn't let me know, because she's been out for a while.
Okay.
Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, I think she counts because she's just been on an injury. She had a really bad injury, so I'll let you take her. Jamie Hayter, that's a good one. And so you have finished out your women's division too.
All right, cool.
And then Jolka, your next pick.
I'm going to go with Bianca Belair.
Bianca.
That's
a great pick.
wasn't on my board. I totally forgot about her. Totally forgot about her.
I totally forgot about her too. Honestly, I don't know how I slept on Bianca Belair, but
we're fake fans.
We're
obviously.
fake fans, yeah. Let's see. What do I want to do now? Let's get another tag team. Give me the New Catch Republic. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. I think Tyler Bate's another guy who could be the future of my company.
That's an extremely underrated pick right there.
Yeah. And then... See, I already have my part-timer. Don't need one of those. Don't think my celebrity's going to go off the board. Let me... I don't know what to do now because I don't know what you guys are going to do, and I'm trying to react.
Well, I'll be real. Probably not on my board. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I think... Let's see. Who did I get? Gunther, Ospreay, Mystico, and Sabre. I'm going to take Hangman Page.
Good pick.
Take Hangman Page. I think he's a great one. Real heel or face, can use him either way.
I'm sitting here thinking, don't take my pick. Don't take my pick.
What's your pick?
Tag team. I'm going to take the rest of the Judgment Day.
Okay, so take Balor and JD?
And Priest as well.
And Priest? Okay.
Because I already have Rhea. Might as well get the collection.
I think we can allow that, right?
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Yep. Okay. Shane, your next 2 picks here.
My rosters are full, which I
you 3 tag teams.
3. That's what I meant. My rosters are full match my tag team, so I'm gonna go double up on tag teams here.
Okay.
I want.
Also, by the way, I meant you need 3 more tag teams, not that you have 3.
I know. I will discuss them doubling up. Give me Aussie Open.
Okay. I really wanted them, but okay.
And
he's trying to decide. He's got a tough decision.
Never mind double up on tag teams. I'm
okay. He's switching his strategy.
All right, give me Taz.
Color commentator?
Yes.
I like that.
Interesting
move drafting the color commentator before the play-by-play guy.
My play-by-play guy is not going to be picked by either of you two.
Well,
so
we already have
That's
play-by-play.
Probably like Yokoshama Tamahito or something, right?
Yeah. Imagine Taz having to go off of a Japanese announcer.
Give me Milano Collection 8T for my play-by-play, please.
All right, Jolka, who do you got?
Let's see. I'm going to go with... That's a hard one. I'm going to go with Jade Cargill.
Jade.
Another person I totally forgot about.
Keeping her and Bianca. See, I thought about her, but just seems too green to draft. But also, like,
But remember, my tag team titles are for the women's tag team
titles. You
do have
a women's
titles.
tag team title, so getting Bianca and Jade together is a good idea. For me, I could go ahead and round out my tag team division, but I have a lot of good tag teams left on the board. And there's some that I don't know if Shane will remember to even pick them. So, but all right, see, I'm already full on men's wrestlers. I got 4 women, so I'm gonna go ahead and round out the women's division. I'm gonna take Toni Storm.
Okay, good pick.
And I'm gonna be honest, I got the 5 on top of my women's. Asuka was number 6 though, so you did kind of mess with me there. But all right, so I got Toni Storm, and then I'll take the first authority figure off the board. I'm gonna take William Regal to be my on-screen GM.
Oh, that's a good one.
I really liked him as the NXT GM, so I think he'll do great here. Jolka, your pick?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and get my authority figure out, too, just in case. Adam Pearce.
Yeah. He would have been number 2. If somebody would have taken Regal before me, he would have been my go-to.
All right.
You going to make this the round of authority figures?
I might as well. Nick Aldis.
Yep. Those are my 3 in that order. Great. They're all great, though.
They're all very good.
Only 2 of them are former NWA champions, though. So you guys beat me on that.
You're missing out.
Yeah. All right. What do you got for pick 18 here?
Pick 18. How many more picks we got left? I don't even know.
I don't know, like 9 total. There's 26 total rounds, and we're in round 18. So.
All right. So I'm gonna go with my celebrity because at this point, why not? Give me Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay, you didn't take mine, which means that you guys both have.
He did get Hogan his first WCW championship at Bash on the Beach in '93.
I did not know that.
It was Hogan and Flair. Hogan's first match for the company.
Yeah. Okay. Jolka, your pick?
Let's see. I want to take the Briscoes for tag team.
Oh, he doesn't know, does he?
Oh no! Did I hurt you, Shane?
No.
They were on my list.
The Briscoes?
Yeah, they
Are you forgetting too?
Yeah.
Jay Briscoe passed away a year and a half ago.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, that's right.
How did you forget, Shane?
I don't remember.
Well, all right. I guess I'm not
joking. That's okay. You're not as familiar with this stuff as we are. How did you forget?
I don't remember.
There was a whole memorial show and everything.
I know. I just looked up the Wikipedia page last night too. Brother.
You looked like, oh yeah, you can't have that team now. That was the first look on your face.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, so we're
different pick.
Embarrassing.
I don't think anybody else is going to take them, but I want The Miz and R-Truth.
Awesome Truth.
You were definitely right. Nobody's going to take them. If you had a comedy wrestler slot, that would be a first overall pick. But
that would have been a good idea to have a comedy wrestler spot. Maybe I'll be more specific with the wrestler positions, kind of like a football draft next time, like a main event or mid-carder, but this time it's just any wrestlers. Got my women's division. Got all that. I'm going to go with another tag team here. I'm going to take Death Triangle.
Okay.
Pac and the Lucha Bros. I think that's those are guys who can go singles and stay a tag team.
You like your Lucha Libradors.
I do. I've got a few Lucha guys in here. And then, what do I take now? Got my commentary. Let's see, what do I need? One more tag team to round out the division. All right. You know what? I'm going to take my last tag team. I'm going to take the Grizzled Young Veterans.
There's a lot of British wrestling in your tag team division, I must say.
Yeah. A lot of very British.
Very British.
Very British tag division.
We're doing progress over there?
Yeah. All right, Jolka, your next pick.
I'm going to go, how many do I have left for my women's division?
Okay, you need 2 more for your women's division. So.
Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan. Good pick. Honestly, I don't think she was on my list because I made it a while ago, and she's kind of shot up the ranks since then, but I think that's a good pick. Shane, your next pick.
You guys mentioned 2 that made us 2 months ago, and 2 months ago I was really into GCW and all that jazz, so I wasn't really paying attention to more of the mainstream stuff, so that's on me. How many? I need 2 more tag teams, yes?
Yes. You have FTR, House of Black, and Aussie Open so far. A lot of Australians. You're 10.
A lot of Australians, yeah. Let's go. I'm gonna finish that off. Just get rid of my roster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with 2 tag teams that I know for a fact are on neither of yours.
Okay.
Violence is Forever. Oh. Don't lie.
I was about to say, name one of the members.
And give me Astronauts as well.
Okay. Yeah, neither one of them were on. I didn't want to say it when I was picking it, but I was really trying to decide between the Grizzled Young Veterans and the Motor City Machine Guns. I think either one of them would have been great.
God, they weren't
but
on my freaking list either.
Yeah. Well, that's probably just because they're free agents right now. They aren't.
I
really,
guess, yeah. They're
not
really.
They're kind of out of sight, out of mind. All right, Jolka, your pick.
I'm gonna go with my backstage interviewer as Kathy Kelly.
Kelly. Okay, she was on my list. She wasn't number 1, but she was on my list.
Very Federation over there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very WWE. Tell what he watches. Let's see. I have my full roster. I will. I'm gonna go ahead and take my backstage interviewer. I'm gonna go Renee Paquette, which means I'm splitting up her and Mox. You do have Mox. You have a bunch of WWE people, and then like Mox, Claudio, and Wheeler. Oh, and Shivani also. And then I will take. So I don't have any managers yet. I'm gonna go ahead and take Prince Nana to be one of my managers. I know I'm splitting him up
Great
from
pick.
Swerve.
Great pick.
But I don't know, putting him with Mystico would be kind of metal. All right, Jolka, your turn.
See, my next pick, I think I'm gonna burn it down and get Seth freaking Rollins.
Finally.
So, yeah, he drafted the 2 members of the Shield with the first 2 rounds, and then completed it here at the end.
I was just thinking, why has no one picked him yet?
He was on my list.
Rosters are full.
He was on my list, but you only get 5. Like, it's
That's
so hard
true.
to pick. You know what I mean?
I
Like
came in here with 1 on each of them.
Yeah. What do you, Shane? You got back-to-back picks here.
All right, what's open for me?
Let's see. You are full on your roster. You have a part-timer. You have a color commentator, an authority figure, and a celebrity.
Is it in 1 manager or 2?
It's 2 managers.
Don Callis.
Don Callis, dude. I forgot to put. I didn't have on my list. That's a great one. And then your second pick here, back-to-backs.
I'm going to go with head referee Stephon Smith.
Stephon Smith. Okay, he was not on my list. It's a good one. He's a great ref, though. Jolka, your pick?
I'm going to go with Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton.
All right. I think, let me recount, but I think that's a full women's roster for you.
Yep.
Okay.
What do I have left?
Okay, so you have 1 more men's wrestler, 1 more tag team, another manager. You already have an interviewer. You need a rep. So let's see. You have 4 and a referee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to take, to be my ring announcer, I'm going to take the Dapper Yapper Justin Roberts.
That's a good pick.
Good pick.
And then to book my show, I'm going to take Tony Khan. I like the way he books, so I'm gonna go with him. So Jolka, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go with my second manager, Sister Abigail.
Ooh, okay.
That's an easy put, so.
Yeah. And that's enough of a gimmick to where if she's sick one week, just throw somebody else under the hood.
And I only chose her because I figured the Wyatts, that's too many to get in one pick.
Yeah. I like that, using her as a manager. All right, Shane.
I got play-by-play, ring announcer, backstage interviewer left, yeah?
Yes.
Backstage interview I'm going to have to question myself on. Same with ring announcer, too, actually. Give me Alicia Taylor.
Alicia Taylor for ring announcer?
Yes.
All right.
And then let me do play-by-plays. I'm going to know my pick. Dave Prazak.
Dave Prazak. Does he still do play-by-play?
Yeah, for GCW.
For GCW, okay. Okay, that's a solid pick. Bobby Cruz not making it as a ring announcer. All right, Jolka, your pick.
I got one left in the men's, so I'm going to go with Randy Orton.
He was up there on my list.
Wow.
I was thinking about maybe using him as a part-timer, but I like that too. For me, what do I need? I need another manager, a referee, and a celebrity. I'm going to take a referee. I'm going to go with Bryce Remsburg from AEW. Like him. And then for my second manager, I'm going to take Zelina Vega. I think she'd be a solid manager. Jolka, you got...
I'm going to go with my head referee as Charles Robinson.
Charles Robinson? Lil Nate.
Yeah, that man can run.
Yeah. All right, and then Shane, your last two picks here. You need what do you need? An interviewer and a play-by... Oh, you already got your play-by-play guy. What else do you need? Interviewer, you have a celebrity, you have your two managers, you have a ring announcer. What am I forgetting? Oh, and a booker. Interviewer and a booker.
All right, Booker, HBK.
Okay, that was the three bookers that I had got taken off. So you're really wanting to run back some old Shawn Michaels storylines like he's been doing with NXT?
Pretty much, yeah.
Just with Ilya Dragunov and Cody Rhodes this time.
And then
Final pick.
Could only think of one backstage interviewer that none of you would pick that I would keep in my sleeve just in case that any pick got picked. So I'm going to go with she's on NXT Level Up, I think. But she can also kind of double as a manager, commentator, wrestler. Kelly Kincaid.
Oh, yeah. She was she in MLW for a little bit?
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
Quinn McKay, I think.
Yeah. All right. So, Jolka, what do you even have left? It's your last pick. You obviously have one thing left, but I don't remember.
Are you sure I don't have more than one left? Because I haven't gone twice at all.
Yeah, it's because you're the middle point. So every time
so
it's evened out. It evens out.
Oh, okay. I'm just bad at math.
Yeah. Let's see. You have tag teams, Xavier Park. Oh, you need one more tag team.
One more tag team?
Yeah.
All right. Just to be fair, I want to take the bloodline, but I'll just take Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu.
Okay. I like that. That's a good pick. And then for mine, all I have left is the celebrity. So I'm going to take a celebrity that hasn't been super involved recently, but has in the past. I'm going to go with Stephen Amell as my celebrity. Wrestled it All In, wrestled at SummerSlam one year. So pretty great overall. I guess I can run through the draft board if you guys want to. Just kind of a reminder of what you all got.
Yeah, I want to hear all of Shane's third picks.
So we'll start with Shane. His men's division, we have Swerve Strickland, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Ilya Dragunov, and Katsuhiko Nakajima. Is that what you said? He's not even paid.
Yeah, he is.
Nakajima. Okay. For his women's roster, he has Asuka, Sky Blue, Chris Statlander, Azumi, and Jamie Hayter. Tag teams, FTR, House of Black, Aussie Open, Violence is Forever, and the Astronauts. Booking his show will be the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
That was my second.
It was between him and Brett Lawler.
Wrestling part-time for Shark Gear Wrestling is John Cena.
Boom.
Yeah. A lot of like real I don't want to say like Meltzery, but like in-ring work guys like pick kind of like a modern thing, and then it's just boom, John Cena on the poster.
He can go.
You got the right announcer for John Cena too.
Your celebrity pick was Shaquille O'Neal. Throw him on commentary too. Why not?
Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert.
Shaq says that hurts.
Your commentary team will be Dave Prazak and Taz. Your ring announcer is Alicia Taylor. The on-screen authority figure will be Nick Aldis. And then we have your two managers, which are Stokely Hathaway and Don Callis. Backstage interviewer, Kelly Kincaid. And head referee, Stefan Smith.
I've rebuilt AEW, ECW Ring of Honor in my own image.
Yeah. Jolka came hot off the board with Roman Reigns and Jon Moxley, and then rounded out the division with Uncle Howdy, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton. The women's division, you got Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Liv Morgan, and Tiffany Stratton. Tag teams, we have Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. We have DIY, The Judgment Day, Awesome Truth, and the team of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Booking the show will be Triple H, and then wrestling part-time for First Class will be The Rock. So that's a big one. That's a big part-timer.
Yeah.
Celebrity is, let's see, you got Bad Bunny. Then your commentary team is Tony Schiavone and Pat McAfee, which is the most interesting commentary team we could have put together. Ring announcing is, of course, the great Samantha Irvin. Then what's the next category here? We have authority figure, which is Adam Pearce. Your two managers are potentially the greatest manager of all time, Paul Heyman, and Sister Abigail, an unorthodox pick. I like that one a lot. Backstage interviewing will be Kathy Kelly and head referee Charles Robinson. For me, I started off with Gunther and Will Ospreay, rounded out my division with Mystico, Zack Sabre Jr., and Hangman Adam Page. For the women, I have Kairi Sane, Julia, Dakota Kai, Athena, and Toni Storm. Tag teams, I got the Creed Brothers, the Young Bucks, the New Catch Republic, Death Triangle, and the Grizzled Young Veterans. Wrestling part-time for me will be Bryan Danielson. Celebrity appearances from Stephen Amell. And my play-by-play team, I think I put together a great one. Michael Cole and Nigel McGuinness running commentary. Ring announcing will be the Dapper Yapper Justin Roberts. On-screen authority figure William Regal. Can't wait to book a War Games match and have him yell War Games.
You're going to have to.
Going to have to. Managers Prince Nana and Selena Vega. Interviewer Renee Paquette, and head referee Bryce Rimsberg. So this was pretty fun. I think I'll put together some sort of graphic to put on the screen during the draft so people will see, or I mean when I'm recapping, so people can kind of see more visual way of seeing this. But I thought that was fun, and we'll definitely have to do more drafts in the future.
Absolutely.
This might be fun to actually book a show with the talents that we have for a future show.
Interesting.
May I bring in TW? Let us do that.
We could do that.
And then we can let the fans vote on what show they think would be the better one.
It'd be interesting, yeah. We might have to look into that. So we'll share on that. But yeah, so that was the company draft. Really fun. Before we finish it, who's getting the world title right out the gate for you guys?
Who gotta be Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes?
Uncle Howdy.
Uncle Howdy.
Interesting.
I think I start with it on Gunther, set up like a big bad, like just like a dominating presence. And then, I mean, you guys can, what other titles? What's the mid-card title? Who's starting off as mid-card champion?
So for me, I think that the most clear would probably be...
So you have Swerve, Punk, Dragunov, Nakajima, or you could just double title Cody Rhodes.
I'm going to go with Nakajima.
Nakajima, okay.
I'm going with The Rock.
The Rock as your mid-card champion right out the gate.
Because he doesn't have to be there for every show, so that way the World Championship's still in place,
yeah.
And he still has to be there for the PLEs.
I want to use mine as my mid-card title as a guy who is there all the time and is going to wrestle a lot. So I think I'd put Mystico as the television champion, have him because it's the television title. He's got to wrestle on TV all the time, right? So
right, yeah.
I think that's how we'd go. Which tag team's getting the strap to start?
FTR.
FTR?
Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair.
Like that. I keep forgetting that you did a women's tag title. That's so cool. I think I start with it on the Young Bucks. I think they're just too premier of a name. The women's world titles. What do you guys got? Who you starting with?
Let's go with you first.
I'm going with Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. All right. Shane, you had Asuka, Sky Blue, Statlander, Azumi, and Jamie Hayter.
Jamie Hayter.
Okay. I think I'll give it to Toni Storm probably as the established name and build somebody up to take it off of her. And then I think, so the Contenders Championship, where is that going for First Class?
That's going to Jade Cargill.
Okay.
She's going to be double title and in the men's division.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
Anybody can win that championship.
I like that. That's awesome. The deathmatch title. I mean, he didn't really draft any deathmatch wrestlers unless you want to put on Kevin Koo.
That's what I was going to say. I'll put
or
Kevin
Brody
Koo.
King.
Actually, you know what? Put on. Yeah, say Kevin Koo.
Put on Kevin Koo. All right. For the pure title, it's got to be on Zack Sabre Jr., and he's going to have a long reign with it. I'm letting him hold that for like 2 years.
The only one who has it.
All right. That was a bit of fun. Just fun to do because we didn't really have something to predict or something to react to this week. So I don't know how long it went. Felt like it went a while, but we'll move on to our normal segments here, starting with my miscellaneous notes of the week. So I should probably, at some point, I'm going to remember to pull this up before the podcast. But my first note here, I would love for Mariah May to be a raving lunatic, except for when Mina Shirakawa's around. Like, when she shows up, I want her to be completely normal again. But other than that, raving lunatic.
Like the Mario game when you're running away from the ghost and you turn around and look at it and it just stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And this is just kind of a booking critique. Neither of the SummerSlam world title matches really interest me.
Nope.
Cody versus Solo and Gunther versus Priest. I don't know what it is, just nothing grabbing me.
You know, what I like is that in both of the matches, the issue is the different person. Champion's the issue with Gunther Priest, and the Cody Solo, the issue with Solo.
Yeah, I wish it was just Cody Gunther. But at the same time, though, part of it might just be because I'm way more excited to see. I'm assuming we're going to get Rhea versus Liv,
in some
Punk
form.
versus Drew. Like, I'm excited to see that. So there's outside the title stuff. And then my last note here is from watching Collision today. Something about Christian Cage trashing the local hockey team is so much better than the regular heel trashes the local team sport. There's just something about it.
You know he's knowledgeable.
Yeah.
He's got that, like, knowledge in there.
Yeah. So he said something about the Flames on the last episode of Collision in Calgary. So
I grew up with the Hartford Whalers, and, yeah, if you said something about the Whalers, it was on in Hartford.
Yeah.
Until it wasn't.
Until they were gone. Until they were gone, yeah. All right, on to our favorite things of the week. Of course, this is the segment where I will hand out the gold, silver, and bronze hot dog to my favorite things of the week. Shane gets the gold, silver, and bronze handshakes out. And then Jolka does the 3 count. Starting with the bronze handshake. What are you giving it to this week?
I hate to give it to Ross Yogawa because he's a little bit of a weirdo. I'm going to go to the Marigold Show, though.
All right.
Some pretty good matches on there.
All right, nice. What's the 3?
The Rhea Ripley return.
Rhea's return. I like that. For me, I almost put the Rhea return on here. I'm going to go with the Punk Rollins promo from Raw. I thought they both, I mean, obviously they're both great on the mic, but
right.
It was just, I don't know, something about this promo. I was really into it. What's the silver handshake this week, Shane?
I'm going to give it to the Punk Rollins promo. I really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting Punk Rollins promo across the board on that one.
Is that number 2 for you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, my silver hot dog, I'm going to go Danielson Hangman. Really enjoyed that match. Yeah, I think that was pretty great. Gold handshake.
Everything with the women's final.
The Owen Hart Cup.
Yeah, just the cup, the match, after the match.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. What do you got, Jolka?
I didn't actually get to see it yet, but I'm going to go with the Owen Hart Cup out of respect for Owen Hart because a tournament, even with his name on it, deserves respect, and I'm going to put him as number 1.
I also did the Owen Hart Cup women's. Just the match between Mariah May and Willow was really good, and then the angle at the end with Mariah May and Toni Storm was incredible. So, really great way to end a Dynamite. Also, because now you're just like, oh, what happens next week? Well, we can't end with that. What it's a good cliffhanger. So, really like that. Lightning round here. This is where I will tell you guys what matches we're going to be getting this week. And on a scale of 1 to 10, rank me give a ranking of how excited you are. First, on Monday Night Raw, which is tonight as we record this, we have Sheamus versus Bronson Reed. Certified sirloin beefsteak match.
Oh, they're going to... I just, for once in my life, I want these two to say, forget the WWE style. Let's just have a fun match where we beat the snot out of each other. Somebody
check on Big E, because there's going to be big meaty mints that meat.
Yeah, this is the Big E kind of match. I'm going to give this a 9.
What do you got?
I'm going to give this an 8 because if Bronson Reed can put Sheamus away, That's going to be a really big push for him.
And then
I hope so.
For the Intercontinental Championship, we have Sami Zayn defending against Ilya Dragunov.
9 again.
Yeah, that's going to be a solid 9.
All right. Over on Dynamite, we have Mercedes Moné defending the TBS title against Nyla Rose.
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah.
I like both of them.
Pretty solid.
I'm gonna go with a 6 in that.
Yep. And then we have Kazuchika Okada versus Swerve Strickland. Neither title on the line, but it is a champion versus champion affair.
The easiest 10 that I've given in a while.
Easy.
I'd probably say a 9. I love Swerve Strickland.
Mm-hmm. And then I put this match last, but I found out after I wrote this down, this will be opening Dynamite this week. We have Will Ospreay defending the international title against Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Why is
MJF.
Why is this in Little Rock?
I don't know.
Why Little Rock?
I don't know. Why was Vikingo versus Omega in Kansas City?
I guess that's a you're gonna not like me for this. So that's an 8.
That's an 8. All right.
That's gonna go with a 10.
Yeah, it's a 10 for me.
I want to see MJF win a title again.
The only match we have announced for SmackDown this week: Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, it's
depends on how hard Andrade is.
Depends on what Andrade shows up. If we get good Andrade,
if we get full effort Andrade,
that's a 10. If it's like medium effort, it's still gonna be a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
I'll go with a 5, middle of the road type of match.
All right. On Collision, we got a couple women's matches announced. First, Hikaru Shida versus Sky Blue.
I feel like I gotta give it a 9.
So you got to give that a high rating. You drafted her.
I know I did, so I'm gonna give it a 9 minimum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 10 to support my friend Shane who drafted her.
And then in a lumberjack match, the first one. Has AEW done a lumberjack match before?
I don't think so.
If this isn't the first, it's been a while. Thunder Rosa versus Deonna Purrazzo.
I gotta give it a 10 just for the unique stipulation.
Yeah, 10. I'd go with a 10 as well because lumberjack matches are.
Don't see a lot of those.
No.
Anymore.
Yeah,
Let's see.
they're always unique, and especially in the modern era too.
Because I feel like the only one in recent memory was Moxley and
New Japan did one.
That's what I'm saying. It was in New Japan. It was Moxley
and Evil.
Evil, yeah.
And that's that was the last one I remember.
That was like a month ago.
For a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since before that I've seen a lumberjack match. So, match recommendation of the week with the G1 Climax starting. I'm gonna let Shane take this one.
All right. So I perused the various G1 Climax dates. There have been a lot since I started watching New Japan. I decided to go with not a final. I went with the last match before I believe the semifinal.
Okay. So a block match, yeah.
To go on to the final. This was from 2015. They were tied on points going into the match. Okada versus Shinsuke.
Okay.
From, I believe, like the 18th day.
Yeah. Shinsuke is another guy who could have got drafted in our draft that just missed the cut.
Fell out of the cracks.
But, yeah, so that is, I looked it up. That's not on New Japan World, but I was able to find it online. So if you just kind of look up Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kazuchika Okada, it was G1 Climax 25 from 2015.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm probably gonna try to check that out this week too because that's one I haven't seen. And then let's see the classic review here. Let's see the last one we put out was Takeover New York, which was me and Jolka. And then coming out later this week will be the G1 Climax final from 2018. So that was Ibushi and Tanahashi in the final of that, and a fun card around it. The poll for this show, I guess, is just who won our draft. Who do you think had the best roster?
Probably not me.
Nobody knows.
Shane by a landslide.
But yeah, so yeah, who won our draft? So if you're listening on Spotify, the poll's attached. If you're on YouTube, just throw a comment out there. I'm excited to see. Yeah, please.
Right.
Please.
Yeah, and like, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff. Once again, thank you to the people here at Sound Peak Audio and Design in Topeka, Kansas. Anything else before we head out? All right. I think we'll see you later, and just remember to enjoy wrestling.